Hi, everybody. My name is Joshua Manders, and today Phillip, Trieu, and I are going to talk to you guys about tips and tricks for learning Spanish vocabulary. And the number one tip we have: pay attention in class. It's really great that you have that time with your teacher and that you can ask them questions if you don't understand anything, and it will also make studying at home easier. You'll be able to remember some things from class, and it'll be less for you to study in the end. All right, and before we get started with this list, I just want to mention that everybody learns a different way. So if one method doesn't work for you, feel free to try another or try multiple in combination and see what works. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first method we have for you guys is rewriting your notes. And this is really a great one to start out with before you even start any studying, just because the act of rewriting the information will help you retain that information better so that when you go to do these other methods for studying, you'll remember even more than you think you do. And this will definitely speed up the whole process. Even though it might seem tedious in the moment, it does help a lot. And some things I do is I'll either have two notebooks for a class if it's a lot of notes, or I can designate a section of my notebook specifically for my at-home notes, and the rest will be my in-class notes. So I'll take those messy in-class notes that I was rushing to take, and I'll make them neater. I'll rewrite everything, and that'll help me remember later. Something else you can do with this is draw pictures as you write down the vocabulary words. So drawing those pictures that apply to those words might help you retain that information. So when you see that word in Spanish, you can think of the picture, and then you'll know that, for example, espalda is the back.
All right, now for the next tip, cheat sheets. This is my personal favorite. So imagine that the teacher told you that you could have one piece of paper had any information on it for your next quiz or your next test. So what would you naturally do? You naturally put everything that you need help on, whether it be verb conjugations, special types of irregular verbs or whatnot, or vocabulary for the body. Anything that's pertinent to your quiz or test, you would put on there. But you wouldn't put on things that you know already. You'd put on things that you are struggling with or need more help on. And so creating this cheat sheet is a great way of reinforcing information that you need most. It's specifically tailored to you, and you don't have to repeat information that you already know because there's no point in studying that. That's really a waste of time. And not only is this great, it's also a method of active recall. Reading your notes is a good way of studying, but it's a very passive process. Same with rereading worksheets and whatnot. While creating this cheat sheet, you are actively reinforcing your information by physically writing it down, which helps with the memorization process. Also, psychological studies have shown that if you write in blue ink, this also increases your memorization. So to get the most bang for your buck, I suggest just try out red and blue ink to see how that feels. Not only that, but it's also a reusable note sheet in which you could refer easily back to in the future. All the information that you have is in one spot. And so if you habitually, forget subjunctive or preterite tense and whatnot, you have that note sheet really, really easy for you to just, access and review just for a quick summary and whatnot. And the best thing about this, in my personal opinion, is that it's a very painless process. You could just listen to music to it while you're doing it and just jotting down stuff. It's really, really easy.
Okay, so last but definitely not least is Quizlet.com, or Quizlet has an app as well for the phone. It's quite a popular one. Definitely my favorite to study vocab. And if you don't know what it is, it's they pretty much make online flashcards for you. You type in your term, the definition, and you can also add pictures to them. And what's so great about it is that it offers a lot of features to help you study. Obviously, they have flashcards where you can just go through, look at the term, definition, test yourself to see if you know that. But you can star certain terms if you feel like you're not getting them down and you want to come back to that. And you can, after you're done going through everything, you can study only the starred ones. Another feature they have that I like is it's called Learn, especially when you're first trying to learn the vocab. As the title suggests, it makes it a lot easier with that process. It uses short answers, multiple choice or flashcards as well to help you learn them, and you have to get each term right a certain amount of times in order to move on. So that's something really great. And also, they can make tests for you. So if you have all the terms there and you're having a test on it, that's really a great way to simulate how the test might be. And you can really prepare yourself well, and you can take it as many times as you want. And they can make a bunch of different tests. And they also let you choose what type of questions you want, which is great. And also, they do have a game on there. They have two games. I really like the matching game they have, which is your typical card matching where you flip ones over and try to match the two. But it's really great. All in all, it's a great website. You can have fun with it and really get that vocab down.